Three adults and a boy were aboard when the light plane crashed in California's rugged San Gabriel Mountains.
For hours, helicopters searched for the wreckage and survivors. As it turned out, there was only one, 11-year-old Norman Ollestad. His father and the pilot killed in the crash. Another passenger, Sandra Cressman, killed as she and the boy slid down a hillside.
Well, they couldn't get a hold, or they couldn't get the radar guys at the control tower, and they didn't know what was going on. And then suddenly we just saw all these trees and crashed. And I tried to wake my dad up, couldn't get him, or the pilot.
You're going to read something that you can't believe is true. And it's about a kid your age who's facing conflict in nature, conflict with their parents, conflict with other kids. Here's a thrill ride that you can go through what an 11-year-old kid is going through with him and see how he does it, see how he manages it, see how he navigates it.
Yeah. I mean, what kid doesn't go through this conversation with another kid at the cafeteria table where they say, imagine you were in a plane crash,
Yeah.
right? And imagine, like, how would you survive?
Yeah.
Well, here's the real life story of that 11-year-old boy. Why did you want to try to write this book for young people now?
It really got kicked off when my daughter turned 10, and she became very curious in the story of the plane crash, and her grandpa Norman, who was my father, what the life I lived with him. She had heard stories here and there, and I realized that she should read this book, or she should have a chance to be exposed to this narrative, to this story.
You grew up in such a idyllic, natural world in some regard. One thing that's so striking is standing on what was Topanga Beach, is still Topanga Beach, and just the beauty of the waves, rolling in, pelicans, gliding across as the sun is setting. But there's an edge to that natural world.
When we went there, it clicked in for you. You were like, oh yeah, this is the world.
At the top, it was really icy, and Sandra was trying to too, but she had a broken arm, and she slipped, and I tried to stop her, but she went right over me. I saw that she was really badly hurt, I thought, oh no. But then after a while, I knew I was going to make it.
What's it like to kind of revisit 11-year-old Norm to try to tell this story then?
Video helped remind me that living that life as a kid was that I was much more aware of stuff and much more capable of dealing with a lot of challenges, friction, conflict than I think we credit kids with.
Exactly. And for me, that's why I think books for young people are so important, because they're living reality, right? But how else do you provide a language for that reality around you if you don't have the stories and the narratives to help you kind of contextualize it? One thing that I loved about our co-writing experience is it felt like pretty seamlessly intertwined. I mean, it's your story, it's your life, it's your blueprint that we were working with for sure. But it felt like a malleable movement, passing our drafts back and forth together to find a kind of kid's voice. And that's why I love how the book begins then right at the top of the mountain, the beginning of the ski race. And young Norm is about to, hurl himself down this mountain with, and it's treacherous, it's ice, it's a ski race, and it's the championships. And in that moment, all he's thinking about is, oh my God, I'm going to pee my pants. It's so truthful to being a kid.
Writing this book was so that a kid could read this and be there, to teach resilience, to talk about, or just even to give these kids an articulation of all these different experiences they're having, right? Because they're experiencing fear and conflicts with parents and step parents and with their own parents. Here's this kid who's going through all the things you are, maybe in a more extreme way, but the feelings are the same.
Yes.
The process, the challenge, the journey is the same.
This is what makes the book hopeful. It's a real life story. And if you are in any kind of difficult circumstance in your life as a young person, whether that's something as dramatic as a plane crash or dramatic home circumstances or whatever it might be, you can survive.
You know, I never gave up. My dad never taught me never to give up or anything.
The life lesson is never give up. I mean, it's easy to say. It can be hard to do. But we bring you there. We bring you into this world.
Yeah.
If you go through this journey, you will see that not giving up is the way through everything.